to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. And this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 31-yard line.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 7, Patriots nothing. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chase Young. Credit him with the sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Third down.
Now Haskins, third and long. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And 7.
Past the 20. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Eagles 7, Patriots nothing.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jacob Phillips, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Haskins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Patriot first down.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. Play action. Haskins. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 5.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
To number 8.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Patriots are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Patriots 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Patterson, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Eagles 16. Patriots 14. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
22-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Complete. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push the lead up to 5. And a 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they're going to sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield now, Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins, catch made here by Campbell, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Raiders.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Number 84.
7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Haskins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. From the gun, Haskins. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Looking for Campbell downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's going to take another shot here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard pickup.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Deshaun Hand forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
25. Patriots 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Akers. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Patriots 20.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.